going on? My name is MagentaLewi and welcome to another Minecraft update video. Mojang are adding the trial chambers, new mobs, new collectibles, new redstone, new blocks, and even a new weapon to Minecraft 1.21. And with this new update coming on June the 13th, we'll go through everything new in Minecraft 1.21. If you don't want to miss out on any essential updates to Minecraft, but don't want to waste your time on videos about bug fixes and code changes and every single snapshot, subscribing to my channel is the perfect way to only get the news worth knowing, and it also helps a small YouTuber grow. Minecraft 1.21 is also known as Tricky Trials, as basically everything in this update is connected to the combat adventures added through the brand new trial chambers. These trial chambers are found fairly commonly under deep slate layers of the overworld, and a trial chamber map can be traded from cartographers, so you can find this more easily. They are made from variations of copper and tough block, as you can see right here. And that is including these new blocks, which are the chisel copper, which is crafted from 2 cut copper slabs or 4 cut from 1 block of copper. There's the copper doors crafted with 6 copper ingots. We got the copper grates, which are crafted from 4 copper blocks or cut from 1 block of copper. These are, by the way, transparent and prevent mobs from spawning, just like water. No, just like glass blocks, of course. And then we got the copper trapdoor, which is 2 crafted from 6 copper ingots now. It is more expensive in the earlier snapshots, which you might have heard from the Hermitcraft community, for an example, but they are turning it down to 6 copper ingots and not actual blocks. Then we got the copper bulb, which are 4 crafted from 3 copper blocks, 1 blaze rod, and 1 redstone. And these have the light levels of 15, 12, 8, or 4, depending on the oxidation level. And the light is toggled by a pulse and doesn't need constant power. So as you can see with the bulbs that I've put here in the corner, I've turned these on with a button, and then I removed the button and they are still lighting. So that's pretty cool. And they also give a signal strength of 15 of redstone power when turned on. Then we got the new tough slab, the new tough stairs, the new tough walls. We got the chisel tough right there in the middle. Then we got polished tough and all its variants. And then we got the chiseled tough bricks, and then of course the tough bricks over here as well with all its variants, including walls. So there's so many new cool blocks in this update. I absolutely love it. The layout of each trial chamber is randomly generated with a mix of trapped rooms, combat rooms, safe rooms, and of course loot rooms like these. So you can see we got the combat rooms over here. There's different loot everywhere, and then there are spawners here and there dotted around. There's a little loot in decorated pots spread around the structure that has a chance to spawn decorated with the new shirts called Flow, Guster, and Scrape. One piece of this loot is the Creator Music Box music disc. Chests also include more loot, and finally vaults guarded by combat challenges will give the best loot in exchange of a trial key, but more on that later. The trial chambers don't have regular mob spawning, but each trial spawner in combat challenge rooms will spawn a number of mobs based on the number of players nearby, and these mobs won't despawn. When all mobs are defeated, the spawner ejects a prize of either a trial key, glowberries, emeralds, baked potatoes, golden carrots, ender pearls, potions of regeneration or potions of strength, and the spawner then goes into cooldown for 30 minutes. Chambers generate with 3 types of mob spawners from a melee, small melee, and ranged category, and only these 3 mobs will spawn in the structures with exception of the Breeze. In the melee category, you meet zombies spawning from mossy cobblestone, husks from chiseled sandstone, or spiders from cobwebs on top of stone. The small melee category includes silverfish from stone bricks, baby zombies from cobblestone and mossy cobblestone, slime from moss blocks, and cave spiders from red mushrooms on top of potsol, and cobwebs on top of stone. Finally, the ranged category has strays spawning from ice, skeletons from bone blocks, and bogged spawning from red mushrooms on potsol and bone blocks. I've already mentioned 2 new mobs of this update, and we'll have a closer look at the Breeze first. This new mob spawns from trial spawners with chisel tough in special rooms that are full of traps. The Breeze has 15 hearts and glides and jumps around, trying to avoid the player, and it deflects all projectiles. To attack, it shoots wind charges that only deals a very small amount of damage when hitting directly, but otherwise it only knocks the player back or up in the air. These wind charges will also activate doors, trapdoors, fence, gates, buttons, levers, and bells, and extinguish lit candles. When finally killed, the Breeze will drop 1 to 2 Breeze Rods. These Breeze Rods can be crafted into wind charges, which are the same ones that the Breeze uses. So you can use these as projectiles, and you can also use them to shoot yourself up in the air, and you don't take any fall damage from the fall that you make after using a wind charge. So I can actually use this to get up and around here. So if I go over on this side, maybe I can even jump up there. Wait a second. Oh, well, of course I can't do it like that. Oh, well, I almost got up there. There we go, I can. The other new mob is the Bogged, a new variant of the skeleton. They only have 8 hearts compared to the skeleton's 10 hearts, and attacks every 3.5 seconds instead of the skeleton's 2 seconds. But their arrows are poisonous. They spawn naturally in swamps and mangrove swamps, and shearing the mushroom on their head will actually give 1 to 2 brown or red mushrooms. Getting back to the trial keys, these are used to open the trial vaults. These are special chest blocks that can only be opened once by each player with the trial key. They eject random amount of loot, emeralds, arrows, poisoned arrows, iron ingots, honey bottle, ominous bottles, golden apples, shields, bows, wind charges, diamonds, golden carrots, enchanted books, crossbows, the new bold armor trim, the new Gusta banner pattern, the new precipice music disc, enchanted iron axes, enchanted iron chest plates, enchanted diamond axes, enchanted diamond chest plates, and even a trident. Now you might have noticed the ominous bottle amongst the loot, and this is both a new feature and a redo of an older feature in the game. These bottles give the player the bad omen effect with a level 1 to 5 depending on which level of bottle you get. If the player with bad omen then goes near a trial spawner, the bad omen will turn into trial omen, and the trial spawner will turn into an ominous trial spawner that are harder to beat with stronger mobs and even potions and projectiles spawning around it, but it also have way better loot. This includes baked potatoes, rotten flesh, steak, golden carrots, potions of regeneration and strength, and ominous trial keys. The ominous trial key can open the ominous vaults that are hidden and more difficult to reach in the trial chambers. Their loot includes emeralds, wind charges, arrows of slowness, diamonds, the new flow armor trim, you got enchanted golden apples, high level ominous bottles, the new flow banner pattern, you got full blocks of iron, and enchanted diamond axes and chest plates, and even enchanted crossbows. You got full blocks of diamond, you got the new creator music disc, you got enchanted books, and then you got the heavy core. Before getting into the new loot, this new bad omen effect also changes rates. Before you'd get a bad omen instantly by killing a raid captain, but that is now removed from the game. Instead, the raid captain will drop one of the ominous bottles. Players with bad omen giving through drinking the ominous bottle that enters a village will now get the raid omen that spawns a raid within 30 seconds of entering the village. The level of the raid increases based on the level of the ominous bottle, and the same goes for the level of hero of the village, giving much better loot on higher levels. The 2 new armor trims look like this, and the bold armor trim requires a cobble block when duplicating, and the flow armor trim requires a breeze rod. Now the heavy core 1 from the Ominous Vaults is a new block that has the size of a player head and the blast resistance of obsidian. Most importantly, it is used to craft Minecraft's all-new weapon, the Mace. It is slower than an axe and only deals the damage of an iron sword, but that is only when used as such. But if attacking in a fall from at least 1.5 blocks, it will perform a smash attack, dealing a high amount of damage. If used in combination with the wind charges launching the player up in the air, this weapon quickly turns very, very deadly. All fall damage is negated if the attack hits a target, and all entities near the attack gets knocked back. The mace deals 4 extra damage for each of the first 3 blocks fallen, 2 extra damage for the next 5, and 1 extra damage for each block fallen after that. So, a falling attack from 10 blocks will deal 30 damage. The mace also comes with 3 new exclusive enchantments. Density is an enchantment that gives a half extra damage for each block fallen per level. In other words, Density level 5 adds 2.5 damage to each block fallen, making the 10 block example from before deal not 30 but 55 damage. Breach reduces the effectiveness of armor by 15% per level, making a mace with Breach more effective than Sharpness 5 swords and axes against armored players. Finally, Windburst is only found in Ominous Vaults, and if doing a smash attack with a fall from 1.5 blocks or higher, a mace enchanted with Windburst will launch the player back into the air, giving the player the possibility of chaining the smash attacks. Looking at other additions than the trial chambers now, 3 new effects with both potions and arrows has been added to the game. Infestation gives a 10% chance of spawning 1 to 2 silverfish when hurt. Oozing causes 2 slimes to spawn upon death. And weaving causes 2 to 3 cobwebs to spawn upon death. We also got 20 new paintings to decorate with, looking like this. So you got all different sizes, 20 pieces of new art to put on your walls. And these are beautiful. Of course, there is also the crafter, the new and already much used redstone contraption. With just 5 iron ingots, a crafting table, 2 redstone and 1 dropper, you can get automatic crafting in vanilla Minecraft. Just like the crafting table, the crafter has a 3x3 crafting grid, but here the player can disable some of them and then just put in the stuff that you want to make with it in the middle, and then turn it on with a redstone pulse, and it will automatically craft these things. So you can automate this a lot more than I've done here. Make a clock or something. You can even make redstone react to the crafter crafting so that it can make itself craft again, which is just super duper cool. So yeah, wow, what an addition to the game this is. Now when holding an axe and a shield, blocking with the shield is now prioritized over scraping copper blocks and stripping woods. And now ender pearls will teleport you to where the pearl lands in the other dimension, instead of just putting you at the portal as it would do before. And finally, we got a bunch of new advancements. The first one is the Minecraft Trials Edition, which you get for stepping foot in a trial chamber. Crafters crafting crafters is given to a player that is near a crafter when it crafts a crafter. Lighten up is given to the player when scraping a copper bulb with an axe to make it brighter. Who needs rockets are given to players that are using a wind charge to launch itself upwards of 8 blocks. Underlocking key is given to the player when unlocking a vault with a trial key. Revolting is given when unlocking an ominous vault with an ominous trial key. Blowback is given when killing a breeze with a deflected breeze shot wind charge, just like with the ghast. Overkill is dealing 50 hearts of damage in a single hit using the mace. The Bogged and the Breeze are now required for monsters hunted. Infested, Oozing, Weaving, and Wind Charge are now required for a Furious Cocktail. And finally, Infested, Oozing, Weaving, Wind Charge, Trial Omen, and Raid Omen are now required for How Did We Get Here, making it even more impossible than it was before. And with that, we have now gone through everything new in Minecraft 1.21. In the next video, I will go through the future of Minecraft looking forward from this update and going forth. So there's plenty of awesome videos to watch, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and maybe even tell me something down in the comments about what you think is the coolest part about this new update. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.